match. So
Yes,
it's or 2 point something. So
more than two goals to
so it's like scoring every day. So this guy is going to be continuing and with the Kings Cup and also 2 more games for the domestic league, and I guess he might be taking the number or the record from 88 to more.
Yeah.
He's a 26-year-old, this legendary player. Do you think he, at this age, he's at his peak?
Yes, I mean, no, it should be 24, I think.
24 years
Yes.
old, yes.
He has like 3 or 4 years to improve, you know, most of the
So
time.
it's not his peak yet,
yes,
according to football standards.
Normally it should be 27, 27, 28.
Yes.
So, you know, he has the time to improve.
To do more and more and
Yes.
more.
And the good thing, it was not injured yet, you know, it didn't have a very big injury, so, you know, you can still improve and improve.
Yes. From Messi, the Kings Cup or the Copa del Rey, it's going on now. If you can give us some overview about the latest with the Kings Cup.
The amazing result was yesterday, you know, Real Madrid lost against Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo is a second division team, so it was amazing. They lost 2-1 in Vigo. So, of course, you know, Real Madrid has the possibility to overcome this result for the second leg, because most of the time we know that Real Madrid score at least 2, 3 or 4 goals, you know, at home. So
yes.
I think it will not be a problem, but it was somehow amazing, you know. Yeah. Barcelona won without any problem, and Atletico Madrid without Falcao, because Falcao was having a vacation. Didn't have any bad surprise, you know, because they won.
That was the first goal in Real Madrid.
Yes.
And I guess they are having a drop. They lost being number 1 in the UEFA Champions League, and also they are the 3rd in the domestic league, with a huge gap between them and with Barcelona being in the first place.
11 points. I think, you know, I think this year will be the last year for Mourinho. I think at the end of the year, the coach will leave. You know, the Portuguese coach will leave because you know, he has a lot of problems, you know, with the players, and yes, this year it will be difficult for them, you know, to clinch a new title, you know, because they got 11 points. They are 11 points away from Barcelona.
Yes, and that was the only goal by Cristiano Ronaldo in this match, where they failed to win this match against Atletico Madrid. That was Real Madrid in the Kings Cup. Right, now from the Kings Cup, let's move on to another topic, and actually we'll be moving to, instead of football a bit, and move to boxing. I know you are a boxer and you're interested in that. Boxing. And if you can give us the latest about the loss of Pacquiao.
Yes, Pacquiao lost, and you know, Pacquiao is like a legend, you know, because we all know that Pacquiao erupted, you know, when he won against Oscar de la Hoya, who was a very big legend, you know, in boxing. And it was amazing, you know, because knowing that this Manny Pacquiao has won a lot of trophies, has been a world champion in so many categories and so many federations, which is very difficult for a boxer.
The more he grows, the more he's taking titles in different categories. Yeah.
So he was like invincible, and he lost last year. It was last year he lost once. It was the first time. So everybody was shocked, you know, and but you know, any legend like Tyson, like Muhammad Ali, you know, can lose one day. But the fact that, you know, he lost yesterday, it's very difficult, you know, because everybody was expecting him to win. So he will have to meet Floyd Mayweather, which is another legend. So let's say the best, both best boxers, you know, actually. And the fact that he lost yesterday, we are not sure that he will be able to to meet Floyd Mayweather,
Yes.
and this is in fact the deception for everybody, you know, following boxing.
Yes, let's learn more about this loss from the coming story.
Filipino fans were stunned by Manny Pacquiao's knockout defeat to Juan Manuel Marquez, dampening the spirit of a nation battered by a powerful typhoon that killed more than 600 people in the southern region where the boxing champion lives. In New Batan Township, which was ravaged by Typhoon Bopa last week, refugees, rescuers and aid workers took a break from a grueling search for bodies and survivors to watch the fight on a big TV screen, only to be disappointed by the hero's 6th round knockout. The fight took place on Saturday night in Las Vegas or Sunday in the Philippines. Town spokesman Marlon Esperanza said hundreds of villagers, most of whom lost their homes to mud and rock-laden flash floods, packed the local gymnasium used as a temporary shelter. Many had hoped Pacquiao would triumph and share his earnings with the typhoon victims. In Manila, President Benigno Aquino III spokesman Edwin La Sierda said Pacquiao's defeat cannot set aside the many honors Manny has given to the Filipino people. Boxing analyst Ronnie Natiales said that the defeat could demoralize Filipinos, particularly those in the typhoon-hit areas on the main southern island of Mindanao, where Pacquiao is from. On top of that, their anguish is further heightened. As a result of his loss, this is like Bopa took a U-turn and came back to hit the Philippines with a Pacquiao knockout. Natial said Pacquiao, who trained for 2 months, may not have spent enough time for physical conditioning, unlike Marquez, who spent twice as many months preparing for the fight.
Welcome back. You're watching Sprint, and that was the Filipino boxer, unexpected loss for him, Pacquiao. So if we move now from the boxing back to soccer and the UEFA Champions League, now the 16 teams have been identified for the qualifications. Among them is Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Dortmund from France, Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, yes, and also Valencia and Juventus, as well as Shakhtar and Galatasaray from Turkey. So it is more or less a quite expected set of clubs that are going to be compete for the 16 round.
Yes, most of the teams that we were expecting them to go through the second round are there, except for maybe Manchester City. But at the same time, the group was very tough with Dortmund, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. So of course, one of them was
had to leave.
Yes, to be dropped. So yes, if we look at the teams, it's more or less, the best teams, in the competition. So we can say now the competition will start.
Definitely. And how tough are the upcoming matches, in your opinion?
It will be difficult because, as you know, the first team will play against any second team.
Yes,
and
exactly.
at the same time, you cannot have a game between both teams coming from the same
country. Yes.
So it's like
So you have 2 from Spain, you have 2 from Germany, and you have 2 also from Italy, Valencia and Juventus. Yes. So the majority are coupled. I guess Shakhtar also and Galatasaray, they are only teams that they are not coupled really with countries.
And Paris Saint-Germain also, because
of course.
Montpellier and Lille
yes.
they
were disqualified, yes.
Yes. So yes, you have more or less, you know, a possible view about, you know, what will happen for the second round, and we'll have very good games, very good games.
Which teams are you expecting to be really showing a good performance and take it to the semifinals?
Honestly, I think Bayern Munich this year is very tough, very tough. You know, you have Bayern Munich, you have Manchester United, because you know, I believe that they have, you know, they have a problem in the defense. But I'm sure that, you know, until February, because the games will start in February, so they have the time to fix it, you know. But yes, Manchester United, you have also, as I said, which team did I say? Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, yes.
Barcelona, of course. So I think those three teams will be good.
They are possibly within the semifinals.
And I think a surprise, maybe you will be amazed, I think Shakhtar has a chance, you know, to go to the semi-final, because they have a very big team. They have a big team, and you know, I don't consider that they play at their best, you know, in the second round, and they have Chelsea and Juventus, you know, in their group. So I think Shakhtar this year they can make.
And both teams were one of the elements to disqualify Chelsea, actually.
Yes, exactly.
So they are quite tough on this game. That's perfect. And now from the UEFA Champions League, let's move back to the local news. Just very quickly, if we speak about the beginning, about the domestic league.
Yes.
What is the possible fate for the domestic league?
Honestly, it makes me laugh, because all the time, you know, they set up a new date, and you know, they postpone it, you know.
Politics are overshadowing the sports.
But honestly, it's I will not say it's a shame, you know, but it's not good, you know. It's not good, the fact that, you know, they keep delaying, you know, the beginning of the championship. I think that they can make it, you know. Of course, you know, albeit there are a lot of problems, you know, in this country. They can make it. I'm sure that they can make it. Last time they said that, you know, normally it is supposed to start in the 18th of December, but I'm not sure that they will start it, you know.
So other teams are excelling in handball, are excelling in volleyball, are excelling in basketball, and even Ahly has also showed very strong performance in terms of football. So even other games like table tennis and so it's kind of, you know, having the domestic league on the side. Do you think it gave the possibility for other focus on other sports?
You know, football is very important, you know, compared to the other sports. You know, like last month you have the tennis table, the African Championship of Tennis Table. It was here in Cairo, but nobody talked about it, you know.
Yes.
You have a lot of competition here in Cairo.
And also the handball for the Ahly winning the handball Champions League, the African Champions League also.
But nobody talks about it, you know. So the football overshadow all their sports. But I'm sure that, you know, they can start the league. They should start the league, you know. All the teams are playing. Like, for instance, today Petrojet and Zamalek played a friendly game in 6th of October. So in the neighborhood of 6th of October. So, you know, all the teams they keep preparing for the championship, you know. But, you know, I talked with a lot of players, and, you know, they don't feel that much confident.
Frustrated about the
and a lot of players would like to leave Egypt. You know, they would like to play abroad. And this is the first time in history.
Yes, that might be another problem for the domestic league and the competition. Finally, I'd like to thank you very much, Frederick, for being here with us.
Welcome.
It was a pleasure to have you with us. And with this, we come to the end of this edition of Sprint. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we had. Thanks for watching and have a great night. Goodbye.